Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm going to talk to you a little bit this morning about meditation. Quite a few of you have asked me which way, how I meditate and what I feel the best way is. There's many different ways to meditate. To me, prayer is a strong form of meditation. I believe meditation is prayer. I personally meditate in something, the way I do it, it's called sitting in the power. And for me, I just clear my mind. I think of nothing. I see nothing. I just go to total darkness, total black. And for me, like I explained to you before, I feel that God is more present when you're in those dark times or total blackness. I can feel the power of God much stronger for me. That's the way I meditate. Because I always say God is black, God is white, God is dark, God is light. So truly we do seek God more in the dark times, and we do feel the presence of God more in dark times and in a darkened area. Okay, so for me, I go to my center, I shut off all the lights. I meditate usually at night, so it's total darkness. I have candles in the windows, the plug-ins, and I unplug them, so it's total darkness. There's not a trace of light, and I just sit there in the dark, and that's the way I meditate. It's very comforting for me and very strong for me, very powerful way for me to meditate. And I always feel the presence of God and Spirit when I meditate that way. Now for beginners, what I recommend for beginners, like for my students when they first start working with me, is I like them to meditate with guided visual meditation, because the left brain is very busy all the time, and we want to try to quiet that down, and we want to try to, open up to God and Spirit more. And since the soul is in the right side of the brain, we want to make sure that we have clear, open communication with God and Spirit. So because there's 5 ways to connect with Spirit, which I've discussed with you before: clairvoyant to see, clairaudient to hear, clairsentient to feel, claircognizant, which is the all-knowing, and clairguscience is taste and smell. So what I do with guided visual meditation, and I like other people to do as well, is to let a voice, someone take you on a journey through meditation. Now I have tapes that I made myself, and I sell them or I give them as gifts. And I like to work on the clairs. So, I'll have somebody on a beach, because of course I go to the beach, and I have them feel the warm sand and feel the heat of the sun and hear the rhythm of the waves and taste the salt air, so I'm working on all the clairs. So for me, I know that this helps quiet that left brain down, because you're going on a journey and you're kind of forgetting all the stuff that's in that left brain, all your worries, all your anxieties, all your fears. Everything kind of quiets down, because now you're opening up completely with the right brain, which is the soul. So, for me, I like to recommend for people who are just starting to meditate to use guided visual meditation. And there's like thousands of them out there on YouTube. You can just, type in guided visual meditation. I believe there's many out there that if you type in guided visual meditation working with your 5 clairs, I'm sure you'll be able to find some like that too. There's so many different ways to meditate. I can walk along the beach, and to me that's a form of meditation. I just, get lost with the sound of the waves, the rhythm of the waves, and it invokes memories from my childhood, or just brings me to a very happy place. So for me, that's another form of meditation. Walking in nature. There's so many different ways. It's meditation is something that's going to bring you peace and comfort, specifically to bring peace and comfort into your body and to quiet down that left brain, kind of make you forget about all the problems from today and yesterday or whatever, or worrying about the future. So I think meditation is the best medicine you could possibly do for yourself. I just think it's a wonderful way to connect stronger with your inner self and with your God and Spirit, and just to bring peace and relaxation into the body, into the mind, into the heart. So, you have to decide which way is best for you, but certainly, if you want to meditate in a way to hear Spirit more clearly, if you're doing work like me, then you want to begin with guided visual meditation. And then eventually you will, I'm sure like I do, start doing the sitting in the power, because that is a beautiful way to meditate, to just empty completely and just become a completely open conduit to God and Spirit. Okay, so I hope that gives you a little better understanding, a little bit of guidance. You can buy guided visual meditations in a lot of the stores, but I know YouTube has many of them, so I think that's your best bet. Okay, so I hope that gives you a little bit of help and guidance. And as always, I leave you in God's love and light.